just didn't have any phone service for the last 2.5, almost 3 days. It was finally restored just this afternoon. I don't really talk a lot about my personal opinion on certain conspiracies or the Matrix or anything like that, but I might. Because the fact is, someone runs all of this. We are but pawns in the game of society, especially if you choose to stay in the society grind, that 9 to 5, work to live, live to work. And sadly, so many people aren't even aware of how reliant on the system and technology that they really are. How do you think the world is going to respond when the lights go out for good? Or when no one can use their phones, even for a week or just a few days? And I don't mind when this phone service does that, because I have plenty to keep me busy. I really don't like being on my phone so much anyways, which is why I've been kind of limiting my posts to 1 or 2 a day. I've been trying to focus on more fulfilling and practical things, hobbies, spending more time outside, keeping myself grounded. But it's really mind-boggling how people respond when they can't use their phone. They can't text their friends, they can't watch their YouTube videos, they can't scroll social media, they can't use their AI, this, that, and the other. And I know that technical things have to happen, but sometimes I think that it's a test. I think they're running tests. And that's why I think this life is important. Spiritual awakening, enlightenment, breaking free, maybe living a little bit differently than most people think you should live. Because once you break free of that grind and you start finding reliance on the wilderness, self-sufficiency, self-sustainability, practical tools, specifically to see how people are going to respond when they don't have access to their electronics, you start to see the world a little bit different. So maybe this is a message for you. Maybe it's just a message for myself to remind me not to be so reliant on this screen time, on social media, on sharing my journey, instead of sharing it, just doing it, just being it. So if you are somebody who relies heavily on technology, I highly encourage you to take a second look.